every time I was down, I cried. On the other hand, every time I was glad, I worried. I would say, just cherish this, and just wouldn't. I held on too tight, choked the joy to death. God damn it, I want to love it. Another 12 months gone by, and I don't know about you, but I haven't learned a single thing. I watched the moon grow and burst over again. I felt it here in my chest. I have been so alone and so loved. And wow, I didn't learn anything. I tripped and fell and scraped my knees and then said, okay, next time, just laugh it off. But every time I was down, I cried. On the other hand, every time I was glad, I worried. I would say, just cherish this, and just wouldn't. I held on too tight, choked the joy to death. God damn it, I learned nothing. I looked up, and sometimes there were stars, but look at me now. There are none. When it's warm, I miss the cold. Not a thing I learned, not one. The thing is, this year will also end, and then another one will come. It makes me ache. A lot of the time, it just hurts. A moment when a laugh feels easy lasts just that, a moment. Although the rest does melt. Although it does make me feel light. Although I do think that I might just get carried away. And I know it won't last forever, the feeling. It can't. I know. But I forget. No, like I said, I haven't learned a single thing. That's the first one. And if that sounds like a lame Instagram kind of poem to you, it's because it is. Anyway. At 26, an image I go back to over and over again is of a dinner party. Now, full disclosure, it's a party I haven't been to yet, but I have designed it to perfection in my head. It's a warm evening. And though it's cooler outside now, I can feel the hot residue of the afternoon still on my arms. I've washed my hair. And it's almost dry now. So soft at the top of me, so wonderfully scented with shampoos and oils. I think I might just float away, you know, like one of those lanterns on New Year's. Inside, in my living room, there's this long table full of candles that I've lit already because, well, they're so kind. And they will melt into these puddles of themselves like they're in love with the faces that they illuminate. I smile to myself at the thought of the end of the night. I've marinated the chicken already. I did that yesterday, so that it would be tender. I marinated it in dahi and salt and ginger and garlic. I crushed the cloves of garlic under the flat side of the knife like I was taught. And then I minced it really finely so there wouldn't be any edges, no edges. I want everything to be gentle tonight. Then I fried onions and I mixed it into the marinade, you know, and the whole kitchen filled with the hope of dinner. And before falling asleep, I held my hands to my face and breathed in the smell of fresh garlic that was lingering there still, you know, and I dreamt through the film of their papery skins all night. All day, in preparation for the party, I cooked and I cleaned. I went over the floors in case people wanted to dance, and I dusted the bookshelves in case someone was desperate for a poem. I steamed my sari, a beautiful pink one that I borrowed from Mama. And the chicken cooked. But it was the pot of rice that I stood by in a moment of stillness and just inhaled. I just inhaled the steam. I just wanted it to wring my spirit clean, you know. About wine, red and white, that tasted like stone fruit and the sea. I thought it was important, the wine, for it to be nice, for my dinner guests to get drunk and deliciously sleepy. I set them on the table alongside these glasses with green stems. I have these glasses with green stems in this image. And if you look through them, it's like looking through a church window, and the whole world is holy and stained. And I really wanted that to be music. you know, I wanted the music to be loud enough that she could hear it from the bathroom, but not so loud that it sounded like screaming. Or like you would have to scream to be heard. That's so stressful. So I tried, you know, a few different things. I tried a few old Hindi songs, and then realized I don't know a lot of old Hindi songs. And I tried a little classical jazz, but then I just felt like I was in an elevator or something. I thought Billie Eilish would be good. I don't know why. I really thought Billie Eilish would set the tone, but she's too young and too sad. No. She's too young and she's too sad. Finally, I settled on some Beatles, you know, before the India drugs situation. They were cool, right? It might be weird. I don't know if it's weird, but the reason that this dinner party is so important to me is because in my family, food was never a very precious thing. Growing up, you know, my mom's signature dish was called onion rice, which is like biryani. Are there any biryani fans in the house? So my mom's signature dish was like biryani if a thief broke into your kitchen and stole everything there except onions and rice. And my brother was always a picky eater. I remember when he was about 4 or 5 years old, he said, "Isn't it just a crazy coincidence that the hen and the burger are both called chicken? That's nuts." And my dad was like, "Yeah, we need to talk." And he's been a vegetarian ever since, and actually went through a phase where his favorite pasta sauce is butter. So I've never been into food, never cared about it much, and actually I learned to cook only very recently, when I fell in love, actually. And what I learned is that sex is good, but it only gets you like this far. Maybe I shouldn't use visual aid for this story. Sex is good, but it only gets you this far inside each other. But food fills you up completely. And not only does it fill you up, it nourishes you. Like, you chew it up, you break it down, you run it through your veins, it becomes your blood, the mush of your brain, your thoughts, your words. And when I cook for you, you are eating me, and I am nourishing you, and you are full of me, and it's disgusting, but it's godly. And how come no one told me that I didn't know how to love before? How could I have never loved before I was 25? Anyway, at 26, an image I go back to over and over again is of a dinner party that I have designed to perfection in my head. I imagine that I'd ask the guests to arrive by 9, and then in the evening, when there isn't a spot left to clean, and the chicken's all stirred out, and the flowers are just impeccable in their vases, I would sit and wait. Oh my God. Maybe I'd put some lipstick on and then just decide to take it off because it doesn't work. And I would sit and wait. And then at 10 minutes to 9, I would rush to the front door and lock it from the inside. Because what if nobody came? That's it.